Good evening. Hello. Pleasant good evening to you all.
Another post there.
Hello. Excuse me. Hello, how you doing, Ivy? How are you? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Just finished cooking. Oh, I don't know if you're used to this menu, but I just make salt mackerel with dumpling, green bananas, and yam. Okay, you too. Double tap the screen, please. Stop the video. Double tap the screen, please. Hello, hello, hello. Only one person on the live. Come on. Double tap the screen, please. Hello, Andrea. Hi, how are you? Double tap the screen, please. Yeah, like. Okay, great. That you're doing good. Yeah, I'm good. I was off today. My husband had a doctor's appointment, and we went to the appointment, and then I went to the Jamaican store and get some ground provision and some salt mackerel, and not too long finish cooking and eat dinner. I haven't had salt mackerel in years. I didn't go to the store for that. I went for some saltfish, and I happened to see it, and I says, we haven't had saltfish in a while. Let's cook some. Salt mackerel in a while. So let's cook some, and that's what I cooked for dinner this evening. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. He had to go do some follow-up tests. So hopefully that will come back okay. But other than that, he's good. It was just a concern his primary care had. And you refer him to go do some follow-up tests, and that's about it. He's okay. Or he will be okay. No, I just cook it up with the seasoning like scallion, onion, tomato, hot pepper, bell pepper, and stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't do the rundown thing. Yeah, it was delicious too. The plate was clean. Hello, Herbs, my sister. Welcome. Just finished cooking some salt mackerel, dumpling, yam, and banana. I haven't had salt mackerel in years. So, man, when I saw it in the store, I went for saltfish and I just said, let's try some salt mackerel. Because I'm not a fan of salt mackerel, but because I didn't have it in so long, I just feel like having some today. So I just finished cooking and eat. Blessings, my sister. Did you go do feeding today? Oh, you didn't go feeding today? Because I was on Kevin's live, and I was telling the audience that you were busy because you feed the homeless, the less fortunate on Wednesdays. Oh, okay, I understand it. Things happen sometimes. Yeah, they were saying on the live that they commend you for what you're doing for the less fortunate. So I was telling them on the live that you need some support because you're pretty much doing it from your pocket, you know? So whoever is on the platform that can help to reach out to you, you're doing a tremendous job because not too many people, who do that. And especially, out of your pocket most of the time, that's not good. So I'm here to support you in whatever way I can, because that's not an easy feat you took on yourself. Yeah, we're here to support you 100%. I remember I had two cousins that was in that situation. They pass away now, but my heart, you know, my heart ached for them when they were on the street. One of them, we grew up together, my cousin. We slept in the same bed growing up, and things just happen as he gets older. And, he lost his mind and he was on the street for a while before he passed away. So, I have a soft spot in my heart for people like those, and it don't take a lot for you to be homeless. Oh yeah, definitely. God said to do it. So yeah, you do it. Yep. You'll get support. Support will come. You just need to start with anything you're doing. Once you start, support will come later. Yep. Your playlist is playing right now as we speak. Yes, Andrea. She does it in Montego Bay. I think that's her hometown. Yeah, Montego Bay, she does it. Yep. And a lot of people don't have that support. Yeah, yours play continuously on my device. Yep. Gotta support each other. That's what we're here for. Support one another. There it is. Mhm. Mhm. Yep. Mine is playing on my husband's channel because I'm not sure if I'll get credit playing it on the mine, even though I do it sometime if I have an extra device, but I mostly play mine on my husband's account. Andrea said, I know I was asking about the family you speak of. Oh, that was two of my cousins that was mental and was on the street. If that question was addressed to me. Yeah, they were on the street for a while. But they died now. If the question was mine. Oh yeah, yeah, that was in Jamaica. Yeah. Yeah, they were in Jamaica. Yeah, something must be going on, Herbs. Why is doing that? Shouldn't be doing that. I have a GoPro Hero 13 camera, and it's not even old, and it runs like for maybe 30 minutes and it just start overeating and just shut off. I don't know. I need to get it checked out, but them things are so expensive to work on. I don't even bother. I just use my phone. I might just get an extra phone to create contents. Wow. It's probably too full. Maybe full of stuff. Maybe you need to clear some stuff up. I don't know. Oh yeah, that's true. They don't. I don't think they know how to handle it. Yeah, Jamaica, they don't care. They treat them like piece of garbage, and they're human like anybody else. You know, things just happen and they lost their mind. And it's not everybody that have the mental capacity to withstand certain things, you know. Some people been through a lot, and some don't have that support system, you know. Luckily, when I was going through my struggles back home in Jamaica, my family, especially my father, was my rock. If it wasn't for him, I don't know where I would be today. You know, it was rough. I was uh, I was a teenage mother, a high school dropout with a fatherless kid, and if it wasn't for my family, I'm speaking now, and it's like my heart is tearing up thinking about it. So I could have been one of them if I didn't get help or, have that, strong family support when I was going through what I was going through. So I know the situation. I'm not crying, I'm just emotional. Yeah, I understand. And you see a person out there and you don't know what they're going through or been through. But Jamaica, they're so quick to judge you and put you down, and they don't try to lift. That's just some people though. They don't try to lift you up. And if you're down, they rather see you down than trying to help you. That's just some people. I'm not speaking for the general people, but it's just some people because I've been through it. I am not that type of person. I like to, you know, treat people with respect and, take care of people if I can. My father, I have my father's heart because he would give you the shirt off his back and go naked. That's how he is. I mean, that's how he was because he's not here no more. But, it's very tough. Hello, Tensev. Welcome. Pleasant good evening to you. How you doing? Yeah, Tensev said, family, good evening. Good evening. Yeah, we're just freestyling and talking. Yay, Kevin, you there? I was just thinking about you. I did log on like a little bit after 9. I said 9, but I did log on like a little bit after. Yeah, but I'm here. My sister is on. Say hi to her. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear about that. Wow. Give my love to that your client. Wow. I know the feeling. Okay, thanks, Kevin. You were watching my videos. Yeah, I was playing your playlist later on. I mean earlier. Yeah, later on I'll play some more. I would love to go to Portland and St. Mary when I come to Jamaica. That place is beautiful. I don't know much places in Jamaica. A lot of places in Jamaica I don't know. I came here when I was 24 and I never get a chance to explore different parishes. I just know a few. I'm emotional all day about the kid that didn't return from 4th of July. Well, he died. Oh, you're talking about that kid Nolan Wells? Oh yeah, oh definitely. Yeah, appearance. I don't know what it felt like, but I just know it's got to be a terrible feeling, losing a child, you know? Wow. Give that person my love and tell him to hang in there, you know? She'll get through it. Okay, yeah, I saw this story. I saw this story when the mother was speaking, the mother, the lawyer, and what's that guy from New York? He's always there on the platform with the lawyers. Oh, I can't remember his name. Oh, Al Sharpton. Yeah, I saw the press conference that they were doing, and they said they order a private autopsy because they don't believe what they're saying. But I didn't hear the results from the autopsy. You know what was the finding? But something is really strange about it. You know, some stuff that I heard. I have a vaccine. Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's crazy that what people does. You know, I don't know. Some of these people, they're heartless. Mm-mm. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, it would have been 19 today. Yes. Wow. It's tragic. Very tragic. Yeah, his death is suspicious. He didn't drown, and they were saying some people have his phone and his keys were with other people. There was just too much stuff that wasn't adding up. Yep. That guy have so much going for him. Mm-mm. Kevin, what are you referring to on oh my, it's going to be there when you are ready. Kevin, what are you referring to? Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of fishy stuff going on about that. Wow. There's so many injustices happening to people, man. It's crazy. Right? Oh, he's a swimmer and he drowned. Yeah. That didn't happen. He didn't drown. They did something to him. That's true. Yeah, I cried too when I was watching the news conference and see this guy have so much going for him. So sad I cried like I knew him. True. Yeah, any parents, that's heartbreaking. Oh my God. So sorry to hear about that, Tensev fam. The parishes of Jamaica. No, I don't know. I don't know St. Mary. I don't know Portland. I can pretty much probably name half the parishes in Jamaica that I don't know. I don't think I ever been to Westmoreland. Um, which other? I think we passed through Trelawney one time when we were going to Christiana. That's about it. Just passed through. I don't know that parish. Hanover. Yes, Hanover. Yeah, I don't. I would say pretty much half of Jamaica. I don't know. And I born there, born and grew up there. I came here when I was 24. And when I do go back, it's always for either a funeral or to take care of some business. I've never been back on an official vacation where we go places like Dunn's River and explore places. Never ever was like that. I need to plan a decent vacation. And some crazy things happening in Jamaica, man. Kevin, I'm from Clarendon. I was born and raised in Yorktown, Racetrack, Denby, Maypen area. That's where I was raised. I was born in Yorktown, but I left when I was like about 6 or 7 when my parents got divorced. They never divorced. They just got separated because my parents were separated for over probably some 40 something years, but they never divorced. Yeah, and I grew up in a racetrack, Denby, Maypen, where they have the agricultural show every year. I grew up there until I was 24. I migrated here. Wow. So sorry to hear, Tensev. My goodness. Mm. This place is an evil place. We're living in an evilest world. Because even that guy that murdered the, well, 10, she's 10 years old, the 10-year-old little girl. Oh my God, that thing breaks my heart. I can't believe somebody, that guy got to be mental. I don't think he's in his right mind. The one that killed the 10-year-old girl, little girl. And I heard it's his relative. That guy's got to be mental. Yeah. I only have one son. I have 3 girls and one son. And I pray I never have to bury one of them. I hope they bury me first because I don't know how I would take it. Kevin, this one is addressed to you and everyone on the platform. Remember, I was telling you earlier today that Herbs was not on because she probably was out feeding. Can we get some support for Herbs, please? Anyone on this platform, please reach out to Herbs. She's feeding the less fortunate in her community of Montego Bay, and she's pretty much doing everything out of her pocket. And that can be a daunting, expensive task. Can she get some support, please, whoever can afford to? I didn't know Gerber did that. I had Gerber policy on my kids when they were born, but years down the road we cancel it. I didn't know you could keep it and then turn it over to their kids when they get older. I didn't know that. Oh my God, she was 2 months pregnant. Oh Lord. Maybe he wasn't cheating. Maybe that child was for the man she was cheating with. That could be it. That is crazy and nasty. Yeah, that's what I said too. I hope they bury me first because I don't know. I probably would jump in the hole too. Wow. Yeah, that's a trifling girl and nasty. Okay, Kevin, I understand. Is anyone else here on the platform can support Herbs, please, to help her continue feeding the less fortunate in her community of Montego Bay, please? Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, I think I went into a depression after my father passed away. I was really, really depressed because he was like a mother and a father to me. And even though I migrated and I leave him in Jamaica, I still continue to support him. And when he took sick, I went to Jamaica to see him, and that was the last I saw of him. In a few months, I had to go back and help bury him, and it took a toll on me. I can't even speak about him without crying. That's how much, we were close, because he pretty much raised me. He was a mother and father to me, even though my mother was still alive. Yeah, tore me up to this day. Yeah, that will take a toll on you when you love somebody and they pass away. Yeah, it takes a toll on you. Herb, you heard that? Herbs, Ten Sev Fam says, Herbs, I did a few today. Next week will be you, okay? Kevin, Herb's been on before you. She came on before you. She's probably busy and been in and out, but she's been on here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it happens. When you lost somebody you love, it takes a toll on you. Wow, didn't know that. That's a long time though. That's probably over some 20 something years ago when we did that. Kevin says, "Oh my goodness, my condolences." Yeah, thank you. Wow. Yes, Kevin, she's been on. She's probably busy, in and out, maybe. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I know. But I got you, my sister. I got you. Yes, we got to support each other and the less fortunate, because the government, the government don't care about them, so, they're our brothers and sisters and uncles and aunt and children and grandkids. We got to take care of them because if we don't, nobody else is going to take care of them. We just got to bind our hands and heart together and support them in whatever way we can. Colors is doing it in Kingston. Miss Lickle, J Bud, and a lot more people, even some people that we probably don't know about that are doing it in their community. So we just got to help each other. you know they're part of our society too, even though I haven't been back in so long, but the need is still there. Wow. I didn't know that, Gerber. Yeah. Two of my kids, my two youngest, had it, but I didn't know that the benefits was like this. Or we probably would keep it. Or I think we got rid of it when we moved back to Jamaica. I think that's what happened. We couldn't stay there and pay it, and it was just too much. Yeah, definitely it's a good company if it has all that benefits. Yes, God is good. Did anybody hear anything more about the guy in is it Trelawney? The one that killed the 10-year-old. Did anybody hear what else happened? I heard they beat him to death or something like that. They said his father got damaged too and was in the hospital. Did anybody hear anything about that? My son just had a baby. I'm gonna inquire about that Gerber policy for her since it has so much benefits. I'm gonna look into it. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we gotta help them. You know, I do what I can for Voice of the Homeless TV. I send stuff for Maki. The new channel he started is doing amazing. They're doing a lot of great things. This evening I was watching a video where he took this lady, he interviewed her some months back. She was on the street. Somebody he went to somebody him and father and son went to school with. And he happened to be downtown and saw this lady walking by and he was like, I think I know her. And then he said he tried to remember where he knew her from, and he remembered they went to school together. And he never see her again for a while. He told his story, and I said, "You gotta find her. Gotta find her. Maybe she needs some help." And he said he saw her another time, and he was like trying to talk to her and touch her on the shoulder, and she just keep walking and was talking to herself. And then I said, "Maki, you gotta find her. With this channel you have Voice of the Homeless TV going. Maybe you can get her some help. Try and locate her." And he found her, and he did an interview with her, and help just started pouring in. She said she's worried about her children that got to go back to school. She need a place for herself and a bunch of stuff. If you go to Maki's channel, you'll see the interview with Jody, where he interviewed Jody. And now Jody's getting all kind of help. She got um, help for her kids to go back to school and a bunch of stuff. So things are happening for people, and with this channel that he got going on, is doing great things. He's going out there, interviewing people who are in need, and people are sending donations for them. So we got to help them. If we don't, the government is just going to push them to the wayside, that like they've been doing for years, and nobody care about these people. Yeah. So if we're in a position to help, I'm glad I'm in a position to help. Because when I was going to school, I remember some days I couldn't even, my parents couldn't even afford a pencil or exercise book, much less lunch money to go to school and all kind of stuff. But they push through and they sacrifice and they make sure, even if it's one uniform and one shoes we have to go to school. And if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today. Because even though they themselves, like my father couldn't read and write because he didn't go to school. His father died when he was small, so his mother raised him alone, and he got to go to the farm with her and stuff like that. So he didn't get no education. It was when he got older and started having us, he went back to school. He went to Jamal. I don't know if anybody remember that adult education that started in the PNP time. And my father went back to school. That's how we learned to read and write, and with the help of us when we were going to school. So they know the importance of education, and they instill in us the importance of education, and they sacrifice for us to go to school. Else we wouldn't be here today. Maybe we'd have see our name and bulla and eat it, you know? So we got to help each other. As Jamaicans, we have to help each other if we're in a position to do so. I'm not saying take your last dollar and give it away, or, but, do it within means if you can afford to. Kevin said, "You sound like me growing up." Yep. Yeah, we had a rough life. I remember when we were going to school, one uniform. And we can probably, if we take care of it and don't get it dirty, we probably can wear it for a couple of days. But if we wear it for a couple of days, or maybe rainfall and we get wet up, or something happen and it get dirty and we wash it and it's not dried, by the next morning we're supposed to go to school and wear it, we have to use a iron, like a clothes iron, and iron it to dry it. That's what we used to do, so we can have a uniform to go to school the next day. There's a lot of stuff. I remember shoes. I didn't have shoes. We have this neighbor that was in a good job. He used to work for parish council, and that man loved me so much. He used to cook and leave. His wife used to cook and leave my dinner, and he was just fond of me. And if I didn't have shoes or lunch money, he would give me. And that man, to this day, I remember him, and I was so disappointed when he passed away. I couldn't get to go to his funeral. That man, took care of me, and there were times when my parents didn't even know where our lunch money is coming from. So I have a rough upbringing, and that's why I'm so humble and think of the less fortunate, because I know I was one of them, and I know what people go through. Most people in Jamaica don't even have a job, you know, and I know it's hard, especially back to school. You know, back to school is my pet peeve. Let me see this comment section. Hello, scenic, scenic, scenic scroll channel. How are you? Okay, I saw that. People used to take out insurance on their kid. Okay, I got you. Oh yeah, Jamaica have less job. I can imagine how some people survive in Jamaica. It's so rough over here for us too, because all we have is bills, bills, bills. People think we're here in America and we have a lot of money. We don't have a lot of money, but we make sacrifice, and we make priority. What's priority and what is not, and that's how we're surviving. I don't know how they do it. I can't imagine. Yes, Kevin. Yeah, I think those things make us stronger and make us value what we have. You know, those challenging times growing up. Because when I was growing up, I never see my parents have like a steady job. They're farmers, and my father used to cut burn cane. You know how hard that is? That's what my father is, a farmer. He plant cane, and he used to work wherever they burn the cane. Like um, it was in a plantation called Parnassus, which is in Jamaica. I'm trying to think. Close to Vernon Field, down in that area, if you have an idea where I'm talking. And they would burn the cane. I think they have similar stuff like that in Westmoreland too. And they would burn the cane, and the people that cut the cane, they have to find out from maybe word of mouth where they cut the cane. And my father got to get up like before day, like in the 3, 4 o'clock, and walk bushes and miles just to find where they cut the cane. And later on that day, I have to cook his lunch and inquire where they burn the cane and find my father. Sometimes I go there, I don't even recognize him, how black he is from the burn cane. And he would sit under some shady tree, maybe close by, and eat his lunch in the boiling sun in Jamaica. My father did that to raise us. So, you know, uh, um, I'm so emotional right now. It's just so emotional just thinking back on those days. And I was young and little. I was a teenager when I was doing that. Oh, thank you. I was ready for bed. After I finished cooking and eat, I took a shower, and I normally would put on my night clothes, but I just draw something on because I know I'm gonna come live. Thank you. Herb, you gonna go live tonight? Herbs, let me know if I jump off. I'll jump onto you when you come on. Okay, Kevin says, "Yep, I used to go with my mom to pick pimento." Okay, all right. So just let me know in the morning. I'll be up like from 6 in the morning. So just shoot me a message tonight or in the morning if you're gonna go on. You know how we do. Even though I'm at work, I'll still log on. Okay, you're just having dinner. Okay. What you having for dinner? Herbs, what you having for dinner? Herbs, I love that video you did. You did about the A team in Portland. I was watching it this evening. Oh, nice. I wish I could have some ackee and saltfish with roast breadfruit or ground provision. Whatever you having it with is delicious. Yep, I know it is. Okay, ground provision then. Yeah. Right? It's nice with anything. Anything. Ground provision, fried dumpling, roast breadfruit, anything. I haven't had roast breadfruit in a while. Some years. I couldn't tell you when last somebody come from Jamaica and bring us some breadfruit. Yeah, it's been a while. Several years. Yeah, I need to go home. I've been getting homesick from the other day. I just need to go and spend a nice, decent vacation without having to go to a funeral. Last 3 times I went home, that's what I went home for. Kevin, when you going live again? Yeah, in Jamaica, you have to make your own job if you don't stay in school. Yep. Yeah, our parents used to stress that to us. You know, education is the key. Yeah, but I didn't listen. I dropped out of school because I got pregnant as a teenager, and that devastated my parents. But I still make him proud because after I migrated here, I was determined to go back to school and get my high school diploma just to please them. I didn't do it for me. I do it for them to show them pregnancy is not the end of life. You know, you can pick up the pieces and move on. And my dad was proud. I was living with my father at the time, and you know, it was just so much going on that I didn't listen. So we need to stress to the younger kids coming up, and some of them still don't even listen. They got to feel before they understand, because I didn't understand what they were trying to tell me when I was younger. Until now that I'm, an adult and have my own kids, I realize what they were telling me is the truth and what can happen from that. And I didn't listen, but I learned the hard way. Yeah. Yep, that's true. Yeah, but you gotta, you gotta put some money aside and just make the move. I heard Jamaica is expensive like crazy. Yeah, I watch a bunch of channels and see people purchasing stuff and they're saying how much it costs, especially food. I heard food is so expensive out there. I guess because of the hurricane. Right, but that's how your parents think. In Jamaica, when you have a child, your parents think your life is done and you commit such a big crime and all that stuff, That's how they are. That's how they make you feel. Then since I finished high school, but nursing school. That's nice. Hello, Sophia. Welcome. How are you? Yeah, your parents will make you feel like a failure. What time Tuesday and Wednesdays? Because as I was saying in the earlier live that you don't really see the notification if you're not really on your phone. It just pop up for a couple seconds and disappear. So if you give us a time, we'll go on and support you. Tuesday and Wednesdays always. But what time? I am never too busy to not log on, even if I'm not communicating back and forth, like typing. If I'm busy, you can, recognize right away that I'm not responding as often as I should. But once I'm on, I'm listening or it's just running, the support is there. But if we don't know the time, we can't log on. Herbs always notify me, call me, send me a quick, message because I have her number when she's gonna go live so I can support her. Whether I'm at work or not, I'll still log on and, just let it run. Six p.m. Okay, 6 p.m. is good. I'll be home 6 p.m. You know, even if I'm busy, I'll just log on. Because when I get home, I'll be sometime be in my garden or doing other things. But I'll just make sure I log on just to support you. Tuesday at 6 and Wednesday between 11 and 12. Yeah, those are good times. I log on. I'll be on my lunch break when Wednesdays Tuesday I'll be home, but I log on. Yeah, we definitely got to support each other. Because if we don't, who's going to support us? Nobody. And especially we need to support the ones that are on the platform that are trying to, get to the 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours before the deadline. So those people that are needing the help, like me and Herbs and Kevin, I don't know who else is on here that are trying to get monetized, but we got to support those people so we can make it before the deadline, because we put a lot of work in already and we don't want that to reach us. I didn't know a lot of stuff about YouTube because I started last February and I had a bunch of subs and watch hours, but I didn't know that after 365 days you lose it. All this time I'm thinking I have all these watch hours and all these subs. Come to find out, it was when I was talking with Herbs. She was telling me where to go on the studio and click on earn, and you'll see how much you have and what is the qualification. I didn't know, until I was on this platform. So it's like I'm starting all over again. But I definitely don't want this 8,000 thing to reach me. So that's why I'm pushing, trying to do some lives. I didn't even know the lives and all this stuff I'm learning now and I'm trying to do will help your channel. Nobody ever tells me this, so it's like I'm learning YouTube all over again. Oh yeah, I definitely lost a bunch of subs and watch hours last year. Yeah. Right now, let me see where I'm at right now. Right now, I'm currently at 344 subs and 189 qualified watch hours. So I need a whole bunch before I can get to the 4,000 and the 1,000 subs. Yep. I don't know, but I'm trying. I don't want it to reach me, but if it reach me, said then, so be it. Oh yeah, definitely I'm learning. I'm learning a lot on this platform. Believe me. A lot. Yep. And then what I used to notice too, like sometimes I get a sub and it might say, oh, you have 344 subs. And then another time you look at it, 2 is gone or some is gone. You're down like 2, 3 or whatever. I never understand that. And while we were on the live, Herb was explaining to me, and I heard Uncle Barry say too, that if somebody sub you, you can't do sub for sub. You have to wait 24 hours before you sub that person back. So I got my notebook. I got a couple sheet of people that I wanted to sub, but I got to make sure they didn't sub me before, or I have to wait the 24 hours before I return their sub. All that stuff I did not know. Because if I see that somebody sub me, immediately as I see it, I'll sub them back, not knowing I didn't even look at the time to see when they sub me. So maybe all those didn't count and I didn't know it. Yes, I'm learning a lot here. Oh yeah, Kevin. Yeah, that's how we go. You're learning. Yeah, we all are learning together, and whatever we know, we need to share it. Even the knowledge about the playlist, I did not know that. It was since this update, this new update, and everybody's talking about it and all that. I heard about that playlist situation and the live. I saw people going live all the time, but I didn't know that it build your channel, it build watch hours, and you know, you get sub from that. I didn't know all them things. I just started going live. This was my third or fourth one. I didn't know anything. Yep. So today, Kevin, you said when you tried to sub me yesterday, you were already subscribed to me. So I still waited the 24 hours and I sub you back today. So I'm gonna go through the list and look and see who sub me, and if not, I'll just wait the 24 hours. Yep, we're learning. We're learning. We're sharing the knowledge. The knowledge. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I just have a feeling that, you know, we'll get there. If we continue to put in the work, we'll get there. Yep, Kevin, that's how it is. We're all a YouTube dummy. Not in a bad way, but just a lot of stuff that we didn't know. Oh, I did a walk this morning. Early this morning. Not early. I wanted to go early, but something came up. I thought Uncle Barry was gonna go live, but he said he got some stuff to do, so he wasn't gonna go live. But his motivation makes me still went and do a walk. It's on my channel. I think at first I saw like 3 or 4 people log on, and then they came off real quick. The person that stayed the longest was Mango Bone. He stayed with me for a while, and then he told me that he's at work, so he gotta go. But the entire life I was pretty much walking and talking, all by myself until I got back home. Then I did a little video of my fruit trees at the end, and that was it. Oh yeah, definitely, Kevin. We'll learn. We'll learn as we go. Oh, let me get some water. My mouth is dry now. Excuse me 1 second. Herbs, this one is for you. Did you ask Uncle Barry if we play our playlist on our channel, if that counts? Because I know my nephew, he has a YouTube channel, and he was telling me if you watch your own videos on your channel, it doesn't count. You don't get the watch hours. But I don't know what is the difference with the playlist. The playlist is still the same video, so I don't know. But Uncle Barry should know. I might ask him tomorrow when he comes on. Oh yeah, definitely, Kevin. Do the live. I have several videos I need to update. Edit and upload. Yeah, might do one tonight and maybe one tomorrow. Yep, definitely. Definitely. Yep, we'll get there. By the grace of God, we will get there. I sound like MLK. So, Kevin, are you from Portland? Oh, no, not Portland, St. Mary. Herbs. I'm in love with that video you did on Emancipation Day. I had to share it with some coworkers. Oh, that's where my father is from. My father is from St. Anne. I don't know there, but on his birth certificate it says what town, St. Anne. And I still have relatives down there, but it's been so long that I don't know if they're still alive, they're relocated, or what. But yeah, that's where my father is from. Kevin, one of the video on my channel, it was honoring the legacy of Vincent Mike. That is my father. Kelly Toons, she's a YouTuber located in St. Anne. She did that video for me, honoring my father. If you go to my playlist, you'll see it. That's close to Brownstown. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to go there so bad. One of my cousins that live in St. Elizabeth, I told her next time I come to Jamaica, I want to go to St. Anne. Maybe I might not, you know, find any of my relatives down there, but just to be in the presence of where my father was born and grew up, that is enough for me. Yeah, definitely check out that one. Check out her channel too, Kelly Toons. Yeah, she did that video for me. So you'll see her channel on my channel because I had a few things on there on my playlist for her. She had a couple back to school videos on there. You'll see her channel. She's a sweetheart. Yeah, you'll see a little story about my father, barefoot boy. He started out a barefoot boy from St. Anne. Yeah. And her mom too, as a YouTube channel. She just started. The last time I checked out her channel, I think she only have like 2 videos. She said watch her channel is watch me no measure, like in patois, like you'd say watch and then MI and then NUH and then measure. Watch me no measure. Like you would say, watch me no measure. You know, something like that. That's the name of her channel. That's Kelly Toons, mom. Support her also, please. Kevin, how much subs you currently have and watch hours? Is anyone else on here who's not monetized yet? Excuse me. Yeah, Kelly Toons went to Portland to see colors too. There's a video on her channel where she went to Portland to go visit colors, and she had a couple of videos that she did, like cartoonish video of what Miss Lickle and J Bud and them do up there in Portland. I think she got one with Colors sister Natalie. I think she got one with the team, Colors team. She have one with Miss Lickle, and she have one with J Bud. Yeah, she's monetized already. Yeah, she got great contents. $489 and about 1,600 watch hours. Okay, you're doing better than me, Kevin. I'm at 344 subs and 189 qualified watch hours. Yep, you're getting there. Sooner or later, we'll get there. Yeah, even though it's 1,600, that's still a long way to go too. I don't know why YouTube make the requirements so hard. They're trying to push people off the platform. Because even the 4,000 and 1,000 sub is still, a lot. I heard Santana is a big place. Yeah, but when you think about it, it's a long way to get there, but a lot of people who get there, they had to put in the work. We're here to support you, to help you, along the way. Once you putting in the work, and we're here to support you in whatever way we can, by playing your playlists or getting you some subs, you'll get there. It's the same way I think about my channel. Yeah, long, long way. But we're committed to put in the work. It's a long way, but we're committed to put in the work. So we'll get there. Okay. I'm gonna stay for another what? 9 minutes, 9, 10 minutes. And go get some stuff done before I go to bed. I gotta be at work in the morning. Yeah, get up at 6 and be at work by 7. Takes me like 40 minutes to get to work. Yeah, I'm not a person that give up easily. I'll fight till the end. That maroon spirit is in me. I don't give up that easily. It's the same thing Mackie told me. Mackie said, "You'll make it, man. You'll make it." So I got them in my corner. I got the A team in my corner. So maybe when I get to the end and that time is about to come, maybe they can give me some Asherdan subs or some color sub. Yeah, definitely. And you too need to get some rest. Yeah, I got some rest today. I didn't work today. I just went with my husband to the doctor. Then went to the Jamaican store and get some stuff to cook for dinner. And once I was done cooking and eating, I took a shower. Then I got to wash dishes and get ready for bed in the morning. I didn't even go in my garden today. It's so peaceful. I don't know if anybody have a garden and notice or realize it. No matter how tired I am when I get home and go to my garden, it's like I'm not tired anymore. My husband always say like, "Oh, you say you had a rough day at work and you're tired and you're this and you're that, but you're in the garden. You don't feel like work. You just feel like I'm having fun and I'm at peace and I just do what I have to do, whether it be pulling up grass or weeds or planting something or watering something. You don't feel like work. So that's where I'm at peace." I will never give up. That maroon blood in me, I fight to the end. I heard my grandmother was a maroon, my father, mother. So I got that maroon blood. Oh yeah, definitely. Every day I see a difference in my watch hours and my subs. And we have 3 months to make it. So if we continue to put in the work, we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, just continue to play each other's playlists if that helps, and we'll be fine. You know, I faithfully play Herb's playlists every single day for hours and hours. And Kevin, I'm gonna play yours some more too. On and off or on different device other than what me and Herbs are playing on, and help support you. You'll get there. And I don't know when you're gonna go live, that's a good thing to let us know the time, because as I said, we're not notified when you're gonna go. You know, if you go random times, we won't know. But we can never be too busy to not log on and give you the support. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Herb. Yours is still running right here on this device. Yours is still running right here. One of 50. Yeah. Oh, it ran till the end and starting all over again. Yeah, this one I'm playing, it was at 1 of 50 and it finished playing it. No, it's at 2 of 50 playing. I don't listen to these commercials because you're not getting paid from these commercials, so I just skip through them. Yeah, your playlist is still playing. Yep. And this phone, I have another phone here, my work phone. I can put Kevin's on there and just let it play too. We got to support each other. We're the only 3 people we know that needs the support to get to the amount of subs we need and watch hours. Daddy, where you going? Before saying. Okay, yeah, just notify us, that's all. Does anybody remember what a Jamaican would tell you when they see you put your hand on your jaw like this? What they would say? Excuse me. Yeah, we all need some rest. I'm going to call it a night. And you guys have a blessed night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Just notify us if you guys are going to live. And I'll tune in. Herbs will always let me know. So I'll tune into her channel whether I'm at work or not. She know the deal. So you guys on here, you stay blessed and have a good night. See you guys on the next live. That's not what I heard them say. Them say you fretting. Move your hand from your jaw. What you fret for? That's what my people them used to say. Move your hand from your jaw. What you fret for? Yep. Thank you guys for the support. Thanks for the love. You guys stay blessed. And support is up 100%. We got you. What if you don't have no wife and kids and you do that? What would you be thinking about? Pass quick, yeah, model. All right, guys. Good night, Herbs. Good night, Kevin. Good night, everyone that's still here. Have a blessed night. Bye. See you guys later. Bye-bye. We are fret for. It's just a habit, or you just sit a certain way, just holding up your head like that. That don't mean you're fretting. Bye. Good night.